Please be sure to donate to my Patreon to help support the channel. Link in the description down below.
It's showtime.
Hey guys, Django Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more, and this is a review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now before we talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, let's talk about the previous movie, Ant-Man. Ant-Man came out 3 years ago. I remember just really enjoying the hell out of it. I still enjoy it to this day. Thought it was a great, funny comedy ride, and it definitely seemed like it was more of Edgar Wright's project. But I actually looked into it some more, and Edgar Wright actually left due to creative differences. I do give Marvel credit for putting Edgar Wright's name in the credits, more than I could say for Solo, just like not even mentioning the Miller brothers at all. But I do give Marvel credit for putting Edgar Wright's name, because it definitely seemed like it was Edgar Wright's project, but he actually left due to creative differences because he just didn't agree with the movie at all, and he wanted to change the story, so they actually brought in somebody else who was Peyton Reed, who ended up doing the second movie as well. I think Peyton Reed probably did most of the story elements, or changed up the story elements from Edgar Wright's previous work. So I do wish that Edgar Wright had his chance, and they did give him his chance and change up the story and stuff. But I still thought Ant-Man was a good movie. I thought it was just, really, really funny. Great side characters. Everything was fantastic. Now we're on to the second movie. It's 3 years later, and this time we have Ant-Man and Wasp, played by Evangeline Lilly, and Paul Rudd plays as Ant-Man. And this time around, this movie is mainly about going into the quantum realm and finding the mother of the Wasp, Hope, and finding her character within the quantum realm. And that's pretty much the gist of the story in a nutshell. So actually going into the film, I was actually not really impressed with the trailers. I thought it was just pretty boring, to be honest. I was not really looking forward to this movie, even though I was looking forward to this movie before the trailers. I just wasn't really into them. I did not like the action. I didn't like the direction it was going. It just felt weird having this own standalone film away from Infinity War, but at the same time I can respect it because Black Panther did the same thing, and the standalone films have to do that. They have to be their own thing, though I would have liked it to connect a lot more, and this movie definitely does towards the end. So wait until the mid-credit scene and you will get a good chance of watching it, because it's actually pretty good. And I have to say, this movie is better than I expected. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny and had a really good time. I really liked Paul Rudd. I liked Evangeline Lilly's character, Hope, who just kicked major ass, and it just really worked very well. It definitely seemed like Ant-Man 1.5 almost, but I didn't think it was a bad thing. I thought it was really enjoyable. I wasn't really a fan of the story, especially in the beginning when they had just them dealing with the Ant-Man's house arrest thing. I thought that was kind of hokey, and I felt like the side characters from the first movie were just really annoying and bad in the second movie. I just did not find them very entertaining. I just found them more annoying more than anything else. And then some of the villains, there's Walton Goggins, who's actually one of the villains. Pretty pointless, to be honest. He didn't do anything. And then they had freaking the chick from Ready Player One, the villain from there, into here, and now she's like a Destiny character. I liked it kind of in the beginning, but I didn't really buy into it and didn't really care about her character at all. So the villains just pretty much sucked. And I wasn't really too much of a fan of the story. I wasn't really buying into the story. Them going to the quantum realm thing and not really being integrated in Infinity War and being this different type of movie. Though I can respect it for being different, I will give it that. But I just wasn't a fan of where the direction was going with this film. And it's really just like Ant-Man just being a dad, really. Especially in the beginning. Also, I didn't like the change of Ant-Man. They made him like this goofy character, and I couldn't take himself seriously at all. He was just kind of a doofus, and he did really stupid things throughout the film. And Evangeline Lilly really stole the show. She was really awesome, and I wasn't surprised. I knew she would be the best part of this movie. I've always liked Evangeline Lilly. She's always been a great actress, as you guys know from Lost and other stuff, so you guys know how much I love her. And I like most of the action. I don't like the slow-mo action where just like things go big and it slows down so much. I wasn't really a big fan of that, to be honest, but I did like everything else when people went small and big and then just like punched and kicked, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I did enjoy this movie. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed this more than Ant-Man 1, to be honest, but I did think it was a really fun and enjoyable film for what it was, this own standalone Marvel film. Though if you're looking for a serious type of Marvel film from Infinity War, you're not gonna find it here. So I'm giving Ant-Man and the Wasp a It's still fun in its own right. It's this fun and enjoyable Marvel film that doesn't take itself seriously, though I don't want Marvel films to go down this route of the some fun silliness throughout the entire films for every single one of their Marvel films. I want them to be unique and different for each of their characters, and so far they're doing a great job. They did it with Black Panther, they did it with Ant-Man, they're doing it with Spider-Man, they're doing it with, you know, a whole bunch of superheroes out there. So I do give them a lot of credit for that. So not a film that I thoroughly enjoyed like with Avengers or other Marvel films out there, but it's still a really good and enjoyable film, so I do recommend you check it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Don't forget to donate to my Patreon if you can, and subscribe to my channel Django Fett, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.